Hello, welcome to the Game Domain. I'm Ed Skelton, and once again we've got John Chesters with us, which is great to have. We're going to be looking at this month, so it's June's
Yes.
painting challenge that's just gone, and the painting challenge was I Need a Hero.
We can't sing it due to copyright reasons.
Copyright reasons we can't do it. But the idea of the challenges now, the way John sets it, is he'll come up with a few words or a phrase of some sort, and it's up to you to interpret what you think is best suited to that phrase. So I Need a Hero, we think opens the door up for loads of
Pretty
really
much.
cool heroic figures. And we've had some great entries,
Opens
hopefully.
up for some dioramas as well.
Yeah. And I've got one right in front of me. I've not looked at the images yet, but there's one that I've got loaded up straight away, and it is a diorama, so that's really good to see. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in and start looking through these, and we'll have a chat about them.
Metaphorically jump in. He's not going to actually jump in.
Jump in, just because of physics, that sort of thing. So first up is, so that's a space wolf, I would say.
Yes.
Against a Necron.
Yes.
And they're on a diorama. It's what I guess is a muddy area with lots of lovely slate. Is that part of his model?
No, don't believe so. Anyway.
Okay, well that's well done. There's a little bit of an Aquila there, is there? Sort of chopped
I
off.
could be wrong, but I don't believe that is.
It looks great. Looks really good. A little bit distracting is the blade on the Necron is the same colour as the pants. There's the armour on the
Pants.
Space Marine. His space pants.
He turned American as well there.
Oh, he's got some text on his sword as well. It says shop at Aldi. Well, a bit of advertising. I don't know what it says, to be honest. So that's really nice. Great stuff. It's put a sort of plain black background there. I really do need to do a video and show people how, with free software as well, you can manipulate these backgrounds a little bit. But nonetheless, I'm not knocking that. It's great. I can see the model perfectly. I think that's really cool. So Space Wolf, is he a particular Space Wolf? Is he a named Space Wolf, like Big Dave or Fangy McFangerton?
I'm going to be brutally honest with you. My Space Wolf knowledge is just that they're furries.
You always say that you really like the Space Wolves, so I don't
Totally
understand why that is. Okay, so not a second image. We do like it if, well, you don't have to. But if you do a second image, perhaps a different angle, but only two. It's up to two images. You just pick your best two. But it's nice to see another angle, and we'll show it off. So next one is another diorama, another scene. Looks wonderful. We've got a drop pod, Space Marine drop pod, with some Ultramarines and... Ooh, who are those guys?
It's essentially the Guard.
Is it? Well, I thought it was Imperial Guard, but they're wearing like
Astra Milahuna.
BDSM masks or something, aren't they?
And?
I'm not judging, I'm just saying.
It sounds like you're judging.
Up against some orcs. Orcs. Absolutely wonderful. Great bit of diorama work there. You've got what I imagine is like a cityscape here. Drop pods come in, and then the orcs are coming in from the country around it, the countryside around this shattered set of ruins. Absolutely lovely. And yeah, well done. Absolutely wonderful. I like it. And then we've got another scene, practically the same scene, in fact, slightly different angle. I think I would have dropped the camera down and got like a side view, panned across. But yeah, absolutely wonderful, really good. So this is definitely a heroic type. He's a blonde-haired guy with a rather suspect haircut. He's obviously an Ultramarine. Is he Reboot?
It's Reboot.
Reboot. Is he blonde? I didn't know Reboot was blonde, so I've learned something today. Lovely miniature. I assume that's the base that comes with it. Okay, well, you've painted that base beautifully. It's against an Underworld's backdrop. That narrows it down. I'm not doing the guess who it is, by the way. It's not John, though, because he told me he hasn't entered any. But I'm still cautious of saying nice things about anything with an Underworld's backdrop. Love it. I like the smoking, the fiery holder there.
The Emperor's sword.
No, not the sword. Just the little
the brazier
wall mount there. Is it brazier when it's that small?
It's either a brazier or a brazier.
Okay, so that's Rubber Gulliman's brassiere. And it's on fire. That's how hard he is. Has he got a French accent? Raboot Gulliman?
No,
I
not
think
in,
he
not
should
in any
have.
of the audio books I've
I will
heard, anyway.
kill all of your towel.
I will insult you for a second time.
Yeah. Right.
Just as he's on the walls of the Emperor's Palace.
Yeah, so I'm just zooming in a bit. That's lovely. I love the way you've picked out the gold on the breastplate's really nice. I'm a bit annoyed that I'm currently finding it very difficult to make my gold breastplates look like that. It looks really good.
He's not
so-
even on about his models either. He's on about
Well,
his
just my
personal
stuff,
gold
my disco stuff.
breastplates.
I've got some great lame pants as well. All the kids like lame. Right. And there he is. There's Raboot's. There's Warhammer 40k's ass. I got that reference. You should have said I got that reference. Yeah, wonderful. What a lovely paint job that is. Really good. Great base. The model looks fantastic on a battlefield. That's going to look amazing. Well done. Dante.
Yes!
I know this because we've got a guy who's been. I lost his. It's in the store somewhere. We've lost one of these. We have a missing Dante. We should get Tom in. I don't know where it is. So anyway, we've ordered another one, but of course we're waiting for it to come back in stock. So Rob, your Dante will come to us. That is really nice. I like. It's not. I like the gold as well. It's kind of it's an orangey gold without being a flash gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that, and I'm guessing this red colour, is that something to do with him, or is it just a fashion choice?
That's the Blood Angels, right?
There you go, Blood Angel. I don't know where he's from. He could be an orc for all I know. So, yeah, Dante in his pose. Again, the base has been attended to. A little bit of whatever that is, sand coloured around it, I think. Looks good, like it.
Oop.
There's his backside. Hello.
Goodbye.
We thought we had a visitor,
Yeah.
didn't we? So, Commander Dante, absolutely wonderful. Let's move on. These are really good. Oh, so I've got a suspicion. Is he like a chaplain?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. I don't know the faction. I
couldn't tell you the faction without seeing the shoulders.
But yeah, I was thinking, yeah, that's a chaplain. He's got all that weird stuff going on and the strange skull. Base is painted up. These are cracky miniatures, aren't they? You can't fault them. They're really nice. Yeah.
The writing on the tabards.
Yeah. There's a lot of detail gone into it. I would say I'm going to critique just a tiny, tiny bit that some of the paint is a bit thick. And maybe it's tempting to do it with metallics, which is what I'm thinking about. Not the black. The black is superb. But that edge, metallic edge, I just lighten that up a little bit, thin it out a little bit, and then apply it. Honestly, you don't lose the metallic aspect at all if you thin it out. Don't worry about that. I remember when I first was messing with metallics, I always thought if I thin it out, I'll lose the look of metal, but you don't. And it'll just make it that little bit more crisp. But yes, very good. We've got a back view as well, do you think? Or we have, yeah, so we get a look at the cloak. Highlighting work on that as well. That's great. So, good stuff. Well done. I like it. And I got it right. It was a chaplain. Okay. So...
Second image.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to tell you, this is how you learn about depth of field. Because you're focused on something that's further away than the nearest thing to the lens, probably on your camera phone, that will be in focus, but here it will be blurred. That's just how depth of field works. And the only way to fix that is to shoot from further away, of course, because then everything in that area becomes focused. But of course you're going to lose detail unless you've got a high resolution image. Or to do what's called stacking, which you don't want to get involved in. That's photography stuff. But anyway, there you go. Just thought I'd share that. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's an oldie.
Yes. It's got to be metal.
Yeah. If you can name who that is, I'll be impressed.
No. Is he a Bretonian?
Nope.
So Empire then.
Yeah.
Not, is it Franz?
It's called Franz.
Yeah, you go. Look at that. Because I always think Franz Ferdinand. On a hippogriff.
Yes.
It's good to see an old school miniature being done. That's excellent. Well done. Very colourful, of course, as the Empire always were. They use that kind of Renaissance look to their costumery. Absolutely wonderful. And so I'm wondering, is this one you painted decades ago, or is this one you've just done? I don't know. So let me know. Let me know. Great detail on it. I just can't help but think it may have been something you painted a long time ago. But yeah, excellent. How great to see a old mini. Oh, is that it?
That's
Is that what we got? Right, okay. So that's a fantastic array of minis. So, that's really good. I'm definitely going to say the highlights for me this month. These are all great. All absolutely great to have them in. So thank you for bringing them in. Bringing the images in. And we're going to challenge you on the next one, but we're not saying what it is because we're going to try and present it in a different way, just to encourage more people to get involved. But do you know, I'm going to go with, I think my highlight is the dropship Space Marines versus Orcs. Because quite simply, it's a full scene, it's super dynamic. The painting's absolutely great, but it doesn't really matter because the scene itself is really, really good. And they need a hero, you know. I guess the Imperials were struggling and then the Space Marine dropped in, much as I do on Planet Side, which you can find me on Twitch. Just look for Dad Style, D4D Style. Change the channel name. And you can see me playing Planet Side, and you'll see me arrive in a drop pod and be shot the second the drop pod doors open. Great gaming. So do come along on Twitch and support me as your dad playing computer games. And in the early evening, I do strategy games. In the late evening, now I'm going to do FPS and that sort of thing. That is brilliant. I think that's great. It's so much detail put into the diorama. Absolutely wonderful. I'd like the Space Wolf one as well, but just Robot Gulliman. He looks so good. Such tidy painting. Dante's great. That Chaplain with all these little lettering. And then, of course, Franz Ferdinand made an appearance. So I'm going to highlight definitely the Orc diorama. And I just want to give an honourable mention for knocking my socks off with the colour. It's so vibrant to Reboot Guillemot. He really, really does good. But every model here
Carl
is wonderful.
Franz model could be older than some of the people who are watching the
Yes, that's
video.
right. Yeah, like me. I might be older than some of the people that are watching, not guaranteed. Yeah, so there you go. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for entering these minis into our challenge. So we have got another one. We're gonna announce that in a slightly different way, possibly. But if not, we'll just say it's this. But there you go. What's going on in the store? Well, we've got some copies of Leviathan on the shelf. We've got some index cards still. We do have paints, and we also have Army Painter paints for, you know, if a lot of the Games Workshop ones are out of stock at the moment with Workshop. So you might find an interesting pairing with one of the Army Painter paints. And we do have boxes of Citadel paints as well that might have your paints in. So there's enough in those boxes to warrant them. Why not grab a box off us? We've got primers. We are shy of brushes. Brushes super hard to get right now. Hopefully got some coming the end of this week, but I'll update you on that. And we've got some great new board games. And we've got Ankh, we've got Aliens, War of the Ring. We haven't now got Car Wars because I've had it. I've actually had a new game for once, and I was testing it out yesterday. You could have a little play today if you want. Cool. And that's it. Johnny, any comments from you, mate? Ever erudite, ever the conversationalist. He brings so much to the channel.
I'm here for my looks.
So yeah, I hope
I didn't say good looks.
I hope you'll join us. Listen, thanks so much again. We love your support. We really appreciate it. These are tough times. They are tough times. And you guys coming in, just buying pots of paint, that kind of thing, helps. But if you do make your bigger purchases with us, great. It's wonderful. Thank you. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
I'll try and get it up by Saturday, Sunday.
The new
next
one.
event.
Yeah. So I've just got some bits to do. So it may not work out. It's all to do with video editing, but we'll see you soon. Bye for now.